Alright, so today I want to introduce you to my 26th channel over here on YouTube. Believe it or not, I actually have 26 channels. I like to make a whole variety of different content and put all the different topics for my videos on different channels so I don't confuse the viewer versus having just one channel and then just throwing everything on the channel and then everybody gets confused as far as what to expect from the content. And on this channel, it's going to be completely different than all my other channels. What I'm going to do on this channel is I want to buy a red-tailed catfish, a baby red-tailed catfish, as small as I possibly can, hopefully like the size of a tadpole, and I want to raise that thing up into a monster. And if you're familiar with aquariums, if you've been in the aquarium hobby at all, you may have heard of the red-tailed catfish. You can actually go to a lot of your local fish stores, and fish stores will actually sell them, but what you probably don't know is that the red-tailed catfish is one of your fastest growing catfish. As a matter of fact, I've actually seen reports of people saying that the red-tailed catfish can grow an inch every single week. It grows insanely fast and it gets really insanely huge. So as a matter of fact, if you go to Wikipedia, look up the red-tailed catfish, they say it can actually reach a size of almost 6 feet long and 180 pounds. They grow super fast and super big. So what I'm going to do on this channel is I want to buy the smallest red-tailed catfish that I can possibly find, and I want to show you every single day what I'm feeding it and how fast it actually grows. And I think you'll be astounded as far as how fast these fish can grow. I've never actually had one before, but from the videos I've seen online, they can be really super friendly. They'll come right up to you. You can actually pet them, which is almost like a dog. When you're buying a red-tailed cat, it's almost like buying a dog that lives in water, like a water dog or something like that. It's pretty amazing. So what I'm gonna do is I want to run to the pet store. And as a matter of fact, I was kind of looking around at a bunch of different pet stores. I couldn't find any red-tailed catfish that were really tiny, really small. I found some that were already like a foot long, but I wanted something that's really small. And I found one pet store in Denver, Colorado that's about an hour drive away. And looking at some of the pictures online that people took, a lot of times you can go to Google and kind of see the store profile. It looks like they regularly keep the really small red-tailed catfish. So I'm hoping I'll actually score one today, which would be pretty awesome. And then I want to show you what I want to actually house it in. I'm not going to use an aquarium. I'm going to use something significantly larger than an aquarium. So let's jump in the truck and drive to the pet store and see if we can buy this red-tailed catfish. All right, so I am at a fish store up here in Denver, Colorado. It's called the Fish Den. It looks like a pretty big store. I don't know if I've ever been here. Look at how big it is. It takes up the whole thing. Usually it's just a little store in a strip mall. So it'll be interesting to see if we can find our catfish here. Let me see. All right, guys, so you're not gonna believe this. Look at how tiny they are. Super, super tiny. I don't think I've ever seen them that small. That's like an inch. Do you know like the hatch date on these?
I don't.
They can't be more than
for a couple weeks.
A couple weeks? Wow. Yeah, so you have two of them?
I do.
Can you tell the males from the females?
No, everybody looks pretty identical.
Yeah, they say the females, well, from what I've heard, they kind of have more of a rounded nose. All right, one or the other. All right, decisions.
I was gonna say choices.
All right, awesome. I can't believe you have them.
Yeah.
All right, so if you're wondering how much they are, $41.99. That's kind of crazy.
No, yeah. We got the line to shovel those in too.
Oh yeah? All right, I'm gonna give you guys a tour of this place. This is pretty awesome. Look at all the tanks. Wow, it's like a maze. Wow. Salt water. Wow. Looks like that's pretty wild. LEDs, but it looks like metal halide the way it shimmers the water. This place is awesome. Got some little bit of salt water, mostly fresh water, huh? Wow. I can't even believe it. Got some clown loaches. Got a big old pleco. Wow, look at all these guppies over here. That's kind of mesmerizing. Wow, this place is awesome. Got a bunch of plants. Got a fish in the plants. Wow. Dwarf baby tears. I just bought some for my neon tank. Pretty awesome. Got a discus. Cool. Oh, this place just keeps going and going. You get lost in here. What else do they have in here? Got some sword tails. You can barely walk through here. Boy, I hate to clean this tank. That's tight in here. Look at those. Wow, these tanks are packed. Look at this one. A lot of fish. A lot of fish. Look at that. That's pretty crazy. Looks like they got some pacus. Wow. Pretty cool. Let's see what they got over here. Nice. Got some goldfish over here. Like a little row of goldfish. Pretty awesome store. I can't believe all the stuff they have. Like a lot of little tanks stuck way back here. That's a pretty cool goldfish. Wow, that's pretty awesome. Look at all the stuff they have over here. Wow. Ghost shrimp, tadpoles, crayfish, feeders. Got a bunch of frozen food. Wow. We have everything in here. It's pretty awesome. How long have you guys had this store here?
35.
Super tiny. I can't believe it. All right, so I'm back in my truck. I can't believe I actually found one so small. It's unbelievable how small this guy is. Take a look. She actually measured it. I don't know. She said it was 2 inches. It doesn't even look 2 inches. Look at how small that is. It's like smaller than my key. Like half the size of my truck key. Super tiny. She said it already ate today. I'm going to name it Orca. After the killer whale, because it's going to get really big. And I also bought some bloodworms. She said it was eating, they were feeding it bloodworms that already ate today. Man, that thing is so incredibly tiny. I can't believe how small it is. Alright, so I got one more stop. Look at this place. This place is huge. All these semis, forklifts. Check this out. Not related to the fish. This is my reptile bedding, Pro Coco. Half a pallet. $1,000 worth of snake bedding right there. Hopefully he doesn't drop it. Alright, that's the stuff right there. Awesome. You guys want to be on YouTube, don't you? Perfect. Thanks. All right, so here is my setup, my idea to grow this thing out for at least the first year. So take a look at this. I had this old hot tub down here in my basement, and I had so many problems with this hot tub. The heater went out. I recently filled it up, and all the pipes, there's a whole bunch of pipes and filters and everything under here that were all leaking. And I decided, we haven't used this thing for like 10 years. I decided to use this for my catfish pond, which is pretty cool. I went around and I plugged up all the jets. All the jets actually just screwed out, and I put the plugs in the jets, put a little plug in the drain down there. And I wasn't exactly sure how many gallons this was. So when I was filling it up the other day, I figured it out. I was filling up the tub from my sink upstairs, and essentially what I did is I filled up a 1 gallon jug of water. It took 38 seconds to fill it up, and you figure that's about 100 gallons per hour, and it took 3.5 hours. So this is like 350 gallons right here. I'd say it's probably 400 gallons if you filled it all the way to the rim. Although with a big catfish, I don't know if they could jump out, so I thought it'd be good to have like a little lip right here. So instead of filling it all the way to the top. So this guy's been floating for a little bit. I can't believe how small he is. He's going to get absolutely lost in this hot tub. And I actually just hooked up a 800 watt heater. I had a 300 watt heater and it didn't really heat it enough. So I'm hoping 800 watts will be good enough just to keep it at 78. It's in the house, so I would imagine I'd need that big of a heater, because as a matter of fact, I could probably unplug the heater and it'd probably be fine, but just a little bit of heat. And then right now I just have a power head kind of circulating the water. I just filled it up yesterday, so it's been sitting here for about 24 hours. And I ordered an all-in-one submersible filter for ponds that should come tomorrow. So I'll actually show you that. So what I'm going to do is, this guy's been floating pretty good in here. I'm actually going to take him out and take a look at him. All right, so take a look at this guy. Oh my goodness. Look at how small he is. He's so small, I'm afraid I'm going to hurt him. Wow. Let me see if I can get a good... I don't want him to get out. I want to get a first day 0 video in my hand so we can get a good perspective as far as how big he is. Wow, he's like super, super tiny. Wow. Take a look at that. Day 0. Look at how tiny he is. Oh my goodness. All right, that is the day I bought him, 2 weeks old. This is little baby Orca, my red-tailed catfish. So incredibly small. Look how small he is. That's incredible. I have to say, this is absolutely the smallest one I've ever seen in my life. That is amazing. Day 0. All right, should we let him go? All right, here we go. All right. Day 0, Orca's going in the hot tub. 2 weeks old. He's going to get totally lost in this hot tub. There he goes. Oh my goodness. So the hard part's going to be to actually feed him. We'll see if he comes up tomorrow. I won't feed him today. I'll just let him kind of hang out. Wow, you can't even tell he's in there. All right, guys, that is it. My new baby catfish. That if he grows as fast as I've seen on the internet, he'll actually outgrow this in probably a year or a year and a half to where he'll get too big to actually fit in this tub, and I'll have to upgrade to like an indoor pond or something, which is kind of crazy. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe so you get updates on future videos. I'm just going to post a new video every day when I'm feeding, and you'll see what I'm feeding him and how fast he grows. It'll be pretty amazing to watch this guy go from that little thing to a huge monster. All right, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.